Today we're diving into music history to bring you a list of 25 successful musicians who retired early. From health concerns to a desire for privacy, these artists left the music industry behind to pursue other passions. Excluded from the list are those who still tour or record music, but occasional special appearances were allowed. Join us as we explore the reasons behind their decisions and the impact they had on the industry. Neil Peart, known as one of the greatest drummers in rock history, has died at 67. He was a member of the iconic band Rush, known for their complex lyrics and sound. Peart retired in 2015 due to immense pain. His legacy will live on through his music and impact on the rock genre. Linda Ronstadt, a music icon with dozens of platinum records and Grammys, retired from singing in 2009. In 2019, a documentary revealed that Parkinson's disease has taken her vocal ability. Linda Ronstadt, The Sound of My Voice, shares her story. Hip-hop pioneer Terminator X, known for his role in Public Enemy, retired from the music industry in 2003. In a recent interview, he explained that greed and money chasing were the primary reasons for his departure. X now owns an ostrich farm. Phil Collins, Genesis drummer, returned to the stage for the band's final show after a 14-year live hiatus. Collins has been dealing with health issues since 2009 when he injured his upper neck vertebrae. Despite his visible frailty, he sat center stage and joked about finding a real job after Genesis dissolution. Alice Nutter, the operatic singer of Chumbawamba's Tub Thumping, has transitioned from her 23-year music career to devote her time to writing for the stage and screen. At present, Nutter is in her late 50s and spends her days writing full-time. Captain Beefheart, aka Don Van Vliet, changed the game for avant-garde rock in the 60s. His album, Trout Mask Replica, is considered his masterpiece. He retired in 1982 and spent the rest of his life making visual art in the Mojave Desert. Neutral Milk Hotel's Jeff Mangum, who rose to fame after releasing In the Airplane Over the Sea, has been in hiding. Despite critical acclaim, the musician disappeared from the public eye and hasn't released any new music since 1998. A one-off show in 2011 was the only appearance he has made in recent years. Grace Slick, lead singer of Jefferson Airplane, was a prominent figure of 1960s rock. The band's album, Surrealistic Pillow, brought them commercial success. Slick later left the group due to her age and the toll of rock and roll. U2's Adam Clayton, after 40 years of playing together and 14 albums, appeared to quit when the band played in 2018. Clayton co-founded the band in 1976 when they had a post-punk sound far from their mass-market appeal today. Legendary soul singer Bill Withers has retired from music since the mid-80s, despite producing timeless hits during his career. Withers grew tired of touring and had a difficult relationship with his record company. He did not return to the limelight and remains retired from the industry. Willa Ford, the pop star of the early 2000s, who rose to fame alongside Britney Spears, has left music to pursue interior design. Her hit, I Wanna Be Bad, topped the charts in 2001, but later singles did not do as well. In 2012, Ford started her own interior design firm, W. Ford Interiors. Legendary musician Robert Fripp, best known for his work with 70s prog rock band King Crimson, has solidified his legacy as a creative genius. After disbanding King Crimson in 1974, Fripp collaborated with elite artists like Brian Eno and David Bowie. Nowadays, Fripp can be seen performing covers alongside Toya Wilcox. Kate Bush, the mystical singer, only went on one tour throughout her career. In 2014, she performed a series of shows in London. With a reclusive reputation, she briefly re-emerged in 2022 when her 1985 track, Running Up That Hill, became one of the tracks of the year, thanks to its feature in Stranger Things. Syd Barrett, the genius behind Pink Floyd, could not handle fame and left the band in 1968 due to addiction. He died at 60 from cancer, leaving a remarkable legacy behind despite living in seclusion. In music news, Queen fans may be familiar with Freddie Mercury and Brian May, but what about John Deacon? Deacon joined the band in 1971 and was responsible for hits like Another One Bites the Dust. He retired in the 90s after Mercury's death, but his contributions were integral to the band's success. Cindy Birdsong, known for her time with the Supremes, retired from music to pursue a career in nursing. Despite the group's success, Birdsong left twice in the 1970s to follow her dream. Jeffrey Allen "Skunk" Baxter, a former member of Steely Dan and the Doobie Brothers, made a surprising career move in the 1980s. He became a defense consultant for the Department of Defense. Baxter, who had previously worked as a guitarist for hire for famous musicians, became an expert in missile defense. Russell Sr., former violinist for alternative rock band Pulp, left the group in 1997 after 13 years. Sr.'s eccentricity lent the band its unique edge and helped put Sheffield on the musical map. After leaving the band, Sr. pursued a career as an antique dealer. Faith No More's guitarist, Jim Martin, left the band after the success of their album Angel Dust. He recently answered fan questions, revealing that his departure was due to not agreeing with the band's musical direction. This happened 15 years ago, but the news still holds importance. Former Anthrax guitarist Dan Spitz has transitioned from music to luxury Swiss watchmaking. After helping Anthrax sell over 30 million albums and earn 3 Grammy nominations, Spitz left the band in the 90s to pursue this new career. His watches start at $128,000. REM fans will remember drummer Bill Berry collapsing on stage in Switzerland in 1995. 2 years later, Berry left the band for good and became a farmer in his home state of Georgia. At just 15, punk rock legend Greg Graffin formed Bad Religion with classmates. After disbanding in 1985, they re-emerged with a new lineup in 1986. Soon after, Graffin left to pursue a career in science and earned a PhD in zoology from Cornell University, where he now teaches. Jason Schwartzman, known for his indie films, was once the drummer for Phantom Planet and wrote music for shows like The O.C. and Bored to Death. Despite his past in music, he is now primarily known for his acting career. Blur's drummer Dave Rowntree has had an eventful career. His music has played on Glastonbury's main stage and on a spaceship to Mars. However, he's taken a few career U-turns since. He trained as a solicitor in 2009 and became a campaigner for the Labour Party in 2010. Now, he's working as a composer. Patty Walters found his drummer, Patrick Foley, through an online ad to start a band in 2012. Foley recently announced on Twitter that he will be leaving the band to fulfill his dream of being a firefighter, after 8 years of making music together.